Missy,
Yes.
remember last night, dinner, 20 minutes? I have already had enough time since you got in the shower to go down, visit my buddy Nico, who, as he saw me walking up, started making my coffee.
How sweet is this man?
I know. Come back up, take a shower, and you are still not completed with getting ready. So, what happened to 20 minutes?
Hey, what's up, family? I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are Two Crazy Ketos.
And if you're new to our channel, welcome. Here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like recipe videos and we do product reviews. We talk about various keto topics, and every Monday we go live on Keto Beyond the Couch because life exists beyond the couch.
You can find us in different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com, and that's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now, we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that way every single time it's the last day of a conference, you'll be alerted to it.
Last day of conference, last day at sea.
I'm sad. I am legit sad. I thought I was going to be one of those people who are like scrambling to get home after day like 4 because
You don't want it to end.
This is the first time like we're really away for a very significant time from home. But I got to tell you, I am acclimating to cruise life in an unexpectedly brilliant way.
Well, good news. Next year's low-carb cruise is an extra day.
Wow.
Instead of a 7-day
8
cruise,
day.
It's an 8-day cruise. I will give you a little props.
Okay.
You did not accomplish it in 20 minutes. You did not.
But less than an hour. I got dressed.
Just under
Hey,
an hour.
every little bit helps, right?
So I did want to, give a little shout out to my man Nico. If Royal Caribbean is watching this, I doubt it.
He's amazing.
But you got a guy working down there in the coffee shop, not in Starbucks, but in the regular coffee shop, named Nico. He's awesome. He saw me walking up and started making my black eye coffee.
And it's not just us. It's not like
everybody.
The cool kids.
We've
Miss
talked to
Jen
a bunch
said
of
the
people.
same thing.
Yeah, they're like, he remembers your name. I mean, there's a lot of people on the boat. And when you consider this guy is working 18, 20-hour days.
It's incredible. In fact, Jen likes heavy cream in her coffee. They did not have it. They only had milk and half. And she didn't ask for anything. She was just like, oh, okay, you don't have it. The next day he said, hey, Miss Jen, I actually found some. I managed to find some on the boat. And I thought, wow.
Yeah. Over and above.
That is incredible.
Over and above. Super, super impressed with Royal Caribbean. And you know how you said you kind of messed yourself with like
now you know
20 minutes? Now I know.
Yeah.
The other thing is Rachel really likes cruising now.
Oh, right. Yeah. So we're like, good. You got her into something that costs money. Great job.
Well, I don't mind that, except for I screwed up by giving you your first cruise experience.
At the
balcony.
best. You think we're going inside after this? No.
So if you were like, I don't care where I am, so long as I'm on a boat, you could probably cruise once every couple months because we live in Fort Lauderdale and we're 15 minutes from, Fort Lauderdale from Port Everglades. We're 30 minutes from the Port of Miami, and you can get 3-day cruises for like $250 on Royal Caribbean. But that's the inside stateroom.
But the sound of this while you're sleeping and the door open and fresh sea breeze and sitting out on the balcony in the morning to watch the sunrise.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm not going back.
No, I figured that. So here's what the other thing is. The last day of Windjammer breakfast. Let's go get some. Okay, here's what I've got. I've got some fried eggs, lots of bacon, sausage. They had eggs Benedict on a half an English muffin, so I just took the English muffin off. Have the eggs Benedict, obviously Swiss cheese because cheese, and then some cream cheese because I like cream cheese with my eggs.
If you were using this as an elimination diet, the point is it's an elimination diet. Because I get asked all the time in the group, okay, but what about coffee? Because so-and-so does Lion and they have coffee, and you said it's not allowed. I'm like, yes, because you're eliminating as much inflammatory type foods as possible. And while I love coffee, it could potentially affect some people that they may need to eliminate it, or just see if they need to eliminate it, right? That's the point.
Hello.
So the conference is over.
Makes me sad, but it was a wonderful day with so many good speakers. Really, really enjoyed listening to Nisha. I always love listening to Nisha and Kim Howerton, Autumn, Natalie.
It was a great day.
Amber. Oh my gracious.
And one thing I do want to say is that Chris Baker
Robert.
and Miriam videotaped the entire conference, set it up, and they videoed it all for free. And it is going to be uploaded on the Low Carb Cruise website in
Amazing.
2 to 4 weeks, as well as on the Keto Chow website. For our talk, I'm going to see if I can get Chris to give us the video, and we'll upload it on our channel as soon as we can get that and go through it. But overall, what a great day. Now, we did make the decision that we are not going to go to the final dinner.
Yeah, the main dining.
In the main dining, because number one, there wasn't really anything that super interested us. But also we were looking at like time, trying to conserve time, because we had to get everything packed. It all has to be outside of the room by 10 o'clock tonight. We have a lot of bags to pack. And then
A lot of baggage.
there's also a party for the Low Carb Cruise event. It's a Roaring 20s. I'm not going to show you Rachel's costume yet.
Well, I don't
I
have
want
my
you to get
accessories.
surprised. Yeah, you got to put on the accessories. So we decided instead to come to the Windjammer,
I'm
and
glad
I
we
think
did.
we made the right decision because it's Mediterranean night and lots of lamb. So let's show you what Rachel's got.
So this is really just round one, because there is so much there that I just couldn't get to. There was like different types of fish, which looked absolutely amazing. But I got a little bit of lamb roti, some beef souvlaki, and chicken souvlaki. They have tzatziki sauce, and then they
Oh, I
have
didn't
some
see that.
wonderful thick cuts of fish. Like, look at the thickness on that fish. Really,
You also
really
got
good.
some leg of lamb over
I
there.
got leg of lamb.
For me, I've got a salad because I've been in the salad mode, and
Yeah,
I'm not
oops.
gonna die from salad. Then what do I got? I've got cheese, because after tomorrow, no cheese for Joe for a while.
Right.
I've got some leg of lamb. I've got some chicken souvlaki and a beef souvlaki. A couple of vegetables. And this was, I think, lamb moussaka, if
Yeah.
I remember right. It's like ground lamb, some cheese on top. I also got a little bit of ratatouille. I love ratatouille.
Oh, fun.
So this is, yeah, like Rachel said, round one, we're going to eat for a little while, and then we're going to head down to the party. If we get anything else, we'll show you.
Well, it's round two for Rachel, and I got some more fish. This fish is so nice and thick. It does have like a breading that's coming with it, but it comes off like so easy. Boom, 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 it's off. So I'm really enjoying these pieces of fish while we still have it. And then I'm enjoying the souvlaki and the different like curries that they have. Okay, so I had gotten a second type of fish on my last plate, and I just didn't like it. And a huge victory that I've experienced lately is I don't eat food I don't like. So if I get it and I start to taste it, I'm like, not for me. I'm fine to walk away with it. I mean, walk away from it, whether it is a single dinner or it's a buffet situation. So instead, I think my last bite is going to be this lamb. It's not souvlaki. The souvlaki is the one that's on the skewer, but it's like a lamb, ground up lamb meat with just some like Mediterranean spices on it. And I've topped it as a treat with some Parmesan and some feta cheese. Okay, so we just got back from the Roaring 20s party, which was so much fun.
So much fun.
And now, before we say bon voyage to the cruise,
We're having my last bit of cheese.
The last bit of cheese. We're doing Nurse Cindy's trick of making the pizza stack.
Now, we actually do this at home.
Yeah.
We have gotten, ooh, this one's pretty good. We actually have a video on going to
Blaze Pizza
and ordering it. And when you go to Blaze Pizza, it's as much topping as you want to put on there. So don't just get cheese and pepperoni. Get every cheese and every meat and all the toppings you want. And then the crust is thinner than this, so you're not going to miss the crust. Then you go home and just eat all the toppings. I will say this, if you do go to Blaze Pizza, don't fall for the keto crust thing, because they tell you it's only a carb or two, but that's for one slice, and who's only eating one slice?
Well, and it was a decent upcharge for them to do that.
Oh, yeah. But this is super exciting. Now I am going to eat this cheese, and Rachel's going to have a little bit of it, and then I'm done with cheese for a little while. Like, I need to take a cheese break.
But you're having one last dance.
But here's the thing. So we've spent this entire cruise, and we have not gone off of keto.
No.
I mean, technically. Did I probably eat too many carbs of cheese? Yes. Did I maybe eat more than 20 total carbs in a day because we were eating cheese and maybe some vegetables and stuff like that? Yes. Did we go off of the proper human diet? No. We never ate bread. We never ate... I don't even think we had any fruit. Did we have any maybe one day have one strawberry?
I didn't have any fruit. I had a little bit of cheese. I would say one of the things that we brought and I really enjoyed as a special treat was a big bag of macadamia nuts.
So yeah, the day before we left, I ran to Costco and I got some macadamia nuts. And I also bought Brazil nuts. I bought a full bag of Brazil nuts. In that bag, we cut in half. We put half of them into a plastic bag, and then I vacuum sealed them, left them at home, brought the other half with us. We didn't even open that bag up at all.
No.
We never opened it. They're still vacuum sealed. Go back home. This bag here we brought with us. We opened it up on Friday when we landed. So, or we may even have some on the flight on the way over. I don't remember. But here's the thing. This full bag, there's 24 servings in this bag.
And we split it. So we each got 12 servings. There's still a few left. That's basically your share for the night.
Right.
And I'm pretty impressed with that. I think what helped me to eat them a portion at a time was the fact that I know macadamia nuts are expensive. I didn't hork those down like I would peanuts because peanuts are cheap, right? Yeah. So I treated the macadamia nuts a little bit more fancy. But that's what seemed to keep us one serving at a time.
Yeah, so here's the thing is 12 servings apiece over the course of 10 days. That's not even 1 1/4 servings apiece. When is the last time, seriously, be honest, I'm asking you, when is the last time you only ate 1 serving of nuts?
Probably, if I'm honest, it was the last time that we either got macadamia nuts or we got those
Which isn't often.
Or the big Brazil nuts because they're expensive. So yeah. I'm starting to sense that there is a trend when it comes to Rachel and Joe, and that is if it's fancy, in as much as it's expensive, we will treat it as if it's expensive. But if it is as cheap as a gas station pork rind or a bag of peanuts, it looks like that we will indulge more in the cheaper stuff.
Sometimes price helps you like portion things out of it.
Yeah.
So that was our treat. Our treat was this, and then the only thing I would say the entire week that we may have eaten that isn't technically keto or keto friendly would be when we would have butter chicken. The sauce may have had cornstarch in there.
Oh, okay.
But that's like unavoidable kind of stuff. I mean, you could have avoided and just not eaten that, but you're talking about trace amounts. Like, we ate as much of the chicken as possible, and there's maybe sauce, but it's not like we were just using that sauce as a gravy. It was there, you pick the chicken out, and we weren't spooning the remaining sauce into our mouths. But I'm happy going home. I don't feel sick.
I did I did not make any choices when it came to what I ate based on even doing the right thing, quote unquote, or not. Like, I wasn't trying to impress anybody, and I wasn't trying to deprive myself of anything. I just knew how I wanted to feel every single day of this trip. And I knew that I was going to have to be careful and rely more on meat than anything else if I was going to have the best cruise possible. That was the goal for me. I just wanted to feel good in my body. That's it. I wanted to be the best Rachel I could be. So I knew my best shot at that was eating meat. So I ate meat. That's it. That's why I did what I did.
It's interesting. So we were heading down to the Roaring 20s party, and there was a couple in the elevator, and the one guy goes, so did you guys stay low carb this entire cruise?
They were not part of the low carb cruise.
No, they were not part of the low carb cruise. They were just people, but we were wearing low carb badges, and they're like, did you stay low carb the entire cruise? And we're like, yes. Yeah. And they're like, how did you do that? I'm like, it was actually very simple. There was always lots of meat. And they're
Tons.
Like, but how did you not eat all of this stuff that's supplied? And honestly, I found it very easy.
I did too, because like you're saying, there was so much variety. I even felt like I was getting stuff I didn't normally get as far as seafood goes. It's not something that we really have a ton of because it's expensive. So to me, that felt lavish.
Yeah.
The fact that we didn't have to cook. I mean, you didn't have to cook this entire week. Yeah. That felt like a treat. You didn't have to wash the dishes after the cooking process. So there was a lot of ways that we treated ourselves, but it was interesting to me. I think that we want to be a lighthouse to people, and whether we realize it or not, every single person on the low carb cruise was just that. They had an opportunity to show people who weren't keto that keto is possible.
Yeah. So we're going to end with this. I think we'll end the vlog here. Nobody needs to see us like getting off of the boat.
You don't need to see my face like,
I'm going to ask you, I'm going to start, but I'm going to ask you, number one recommendation to keep your cruise keto. My recommendation, and now again, our only experience with keto cruising is Royal Caribbean. So I'm sure all of the other cruise lines have this. This is going to sound weird. My number one recommendation would be eat at the Windjammer. Like, I would even say, this is going to sound weird, and some people may not agree, but for me, I can tell you, I'm already going to plan on doing a cruise with just Rachel and I.
Yeah.
She really enjoyed it.
I really liked it.
And we're blessed to live within 30 minutes of two different ports.
So you can find
and 2.5 hours to a third port in the state of Florida. My plan moving forward for going on a cruise, especially when it's just Rachel and I, is skip the dining room and go to the Windjammer, because there are so many options there. It's easy to keep it keto. When you go to the dining room, you have to kind of be nitpicky, and then you're like, oh, I definitely would feel weird going, I want 3 appetizers and 3 desserts, and then still want to go to the Windjammer. So I'd rather just go there, and because when I have a lot of options and I can go, I want a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of this, it makes it feel more normal and like I'm treating myself, and now I don't feel deprived because I'm not eating desserts and the other things that are not keto friendly.
I would say for me, it really helped that there was sort of like a designated breakfast, lunch, dinner. Like, there's 3 opportunities to eat, and you can eat them anywhere. Like, people really like Johnny Rockets. We never did get to eat there for breakfast, but there was that was an option. There was lots of lunch options, and there was lots of dinner options. And I would say that I think it's important that you're in those dining places no more than 3 times a day. Yeah. Like, go in, eat, and get out. You're really wanting to enjoy excursions, enjoy the boat. There's so many shows. There's so much fun things to do that I don't see the need in just spending all my time being concerned with food. Like, it was nice to have a vacation from food where even for us who tape a lot of videos, we're shopping for food, we're preparing food, we're preparing recipes, we're cleaning up after food. For me, it was just nice to not have to deal with food as much as we usually deal with food. It felt like a vacation from food altogether. And I know that sounds crazy.
We absolutely ate, but we had variety.
Yeah.
And I like what Cindy says. Nurse Cindy says, you go on a cruise, eat as much as you want. Just keep it keto. Yeah. And I think we showed, and we showed to ourselves, it is possible to enjoy a cruise without eating a bunch of desserts and breads and things like that. We normally say keep it simple. On a cruise, you have so much variety, you can afford to not keep it as simple because you can have a lot of variety.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the end of this video. We have lots of videos coming out. Sorry that it's taken a little bit longer than we wanted to. We really wanted these coming out along the cruise, but the internet, not that great. We're right now trying to upload days 4 and 5 of the whole experience. And that video has currently been uploading since 2:30 this afternoon. It is now 9:30 and it is 17% done. It may or may not be done by the time we disembark tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
So, but we're going to get these out as fast as possible. Obviously, when you see this one, it will be the last one. If you like seeing videos like this, take a look at some of the videos we have linked right over here. Also, make sure you take a look at most recent video that I'm going to put right over there.
But whether you head this way or you head this way, don't forget to head this way. Subscribe to our channel and click the little bell icon, and that way every single time we go cruising, you'll be alerted to it.
Till next time.
Bye.